Hey, welcome to Happiness Bar. My goal is to share cocktails, content, and happiness. And today, we got a beautiful fall craft cocktail coming for you. Super simple, super easy. This cocktail is made with bourbon. It's made with a spice-infused whole milk. We're gonna infuse it with cinnamon, with clove, with allspice. That cocktail is gonna be shaken up with a little bit of vanilla bean and a turbinado syrup. And we're gonna garnish that with some grated nutmeg. This cocktail is the Bourbon Milk Punch. All right, guys, so the first thing we gotta do for this Bourbon Milk Punch is I'm gonna get my infused whole milk started. So, got some nice organic whole milk, grass-fed, the good stuff, and we're gonna start with 2 cups of that, right? 2 cups of the whole milk. Pour that into the container you're gonna store in. Next, we're gonna need 2 whole cinnamon sticks. You're gonna break that up. There we go. And I want 2 teaspoons of whole cloves. And 1 teaspoon whole allspice. Grab a lid, let's go ahead and shake that up just a little bit. Let's grab some blue tape. We're gonna label and date this. And on this, guys, make sure you write down the expiration date from your milk container so you know how long it's gonna last for. So what we wanna do is we're gonna take this whole milk and we're gonna let that infuse for 3 days in the refrigerator. And I went ahead and made a batch 3 days ago, so I was ready to make this cocktail. We got it here. It looks the same, but it smells beautiful. You get that cinnamon, you get that nutmeg on the nose, the allspice, all of it is nice. And I'm just gonna grab another container and I'm going to strain those spices out. That way our milk is ready to use. And I made a large batch here, guys. I did a 2-cup batch. You can cut that in half if you want. I did a large batch because, hey, man, you can use this for your coffee. You can use it for tea, whatever you want outside of this cocktail. Really nice little ingredient to keep in the refrigerator, right? Why not? All right, and that spice-infused milk is ready to go. So next bit of prep we gotta do is we gotta make that turbinado syrup. I'm gonna weigh out 250 grams turbinado sugar. Add that to the pot. And I'm gonna weigh out 250 grams of water. 250 grams of water, add that to the pot. And let's kick that burner on a medium-high heat, give it a stir. And we wanna bring this up to a simmer, allow all of those sugars to dissolve. Then our turbinado syrup will be ready to go. Coming up to a simmer. A little stir, make sure everything is incorporated. All right, guys, let's say all of that sugar looks like it's dissolved. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off the heat. All right. Turbinado syrup, done. All right, last thing I wanna do is I'm gonna grab one of my vanilla beans real quick. I'm gonna split it down the middle long ways. And I'm just gonna cut it in half, so that way I have a little quarter vanilla bean here. Let me go ahead and just grab my bar spoon, right? I have a quarter of the vanilla bean. I'm just gonna scrape this vanilla bean right down the pod here to get all those little vanilla bean bits. We got that nice little vanilla bean sitting there on the edge of the spoon. All right, that is it for the prep work today, guys. We got our turbinado syrup, we got our spice-infused milk, we got some vanilla bean here just sitting on our spoon and waiting and ready to be used. Let's go ahead and make that Bourbon Milk Punch. All right, guys, this is gonna be a shaken cocktail. First thing we're gonna need is our shaker tin, and we're gonna need our jigger. We're also gonna need our glassware. All right, so working cheapest to most expensive ingredients, we're gonna start with 3/4 ounce of our turbinado syrup. Then we're gonna go with 3 ounces of our spice-infused milk. Two. And 3. Now this is super important, guys. It is important to add your liquor to your milk. If you add your milk to your liquor, it'll curdle instantly. So we're gonna go with 2 ounces of our bourbon. Boom. And that nice little vanilla bean we got there off that quarter vanilla bean pod, we're just gonna knock into the cocktail. Boom. Fill the short side of your shaker all the way to the top. Go ahead and ice our glassware. All right, seal them up. Shake it for 12 seconds. Crack that shaker tin. Grab both your Hawthorne and your basket strainer. Let's pour this bourbon milk punch up, baby. And lastly, we're gonna garnish that with a little grated nutmeg all over the top of the cocktail. There it is, guys, the bourbon milk punch. Let's taste. Definitely get nutmeg on the nose. Yeah. That's what you want in the fall right there. Nice and creamy, but light at the same time. Perfect level of sweetness with that 3/4 ounce of the turbinado, bringing a little of the molasses. You get the vanilla, you get the cinnamon, you get the clove for sure, and that nutmeg on top really just rounds it all out perfectly. I was using that 101 proof bourbon, which I think is perfect for this cocktail because it holds up to the milk and doesn't make it too light. Really comes out perfectly balanced, man. This is a great ratio for the recipe. Yeah, that's a bourbon fall in a cup type cocktail, man. Love it. That is fantastic. There it is, guys. The bourbon milk punch. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Maybe you made it along with me. Maybe you wrote it down, save for a later date. But either way, let me know how you're liking everything. And as always, guys, become a regular somewhere. Become a regular at your local watering hole. It's the best way to support local business. Become a regular here at Happiness Bar by liking, commenting, subscribing, and hit that bell if you want notifications, because we got cocktail videos coming out every Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern to get you ready for the weekend. Stay happy, everyone.